What's going on, YouTube? Well, alright, we're gonna do this video. Well, it's been a while since we've done a video like this, but basically, this is not, once again, to call out any channels. This is not specifically targeted at any channels. In fact, I am not gonna really throw any channels under the bus or anything in the thumbnail as clickbait. Thumbnail click, yeah. We mixed them. That's what it should be called from now on, clicknail. Anyways, so recently in a lot of videos been talking with other people about fake collectors, fake gamers, and some other people that are trying to appeal to the YouTube community. In actuality, they are just, resellers. But they are trying to have that, what do I want to say, just that character that, hey guys, I'm just like you, I'm a gamer too, you should buy the games I'm selling. But I'm obviously, if you guys want to leave some comments below about, channels that you know of that are like this, it's up to you. But so how do we determine sometimes what these channels are? Obviously, in the past we've talked how they have no knowledge of the games whatsoever, and whenever they talk about the game, there seems to be no passion for it, except when they get to talking about the value of the games. For example, hey guys, I just found this game, Earthbound. It's a pretty cool RPG and everything like that, but it's worth like $300, or something like that. It just seems like they don't have any interest at all in the actual game itself, but when it comes down to the value of it, boom, they're there. It's just like a light clicks on. And it's just in general, like, do they pass the vibe test on YouTube? That's kind of something that we've talked about in the past. They seem to be faking it. And a lot of people can, for the most part, tell that right away, that, hey, this person is not an actual gamer or anything like that. And this is, of course, obviously for the channels that are claiming to be gamers, not necessarily just an actual reselling one, but if they claim to be a gamer, and it's pretty obvious that they're not, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I mean, that's just the passion thing is huge. Like, you could tell from a fake channel right off the bat whether or not they actually play games or do anything with games related, or if they just got big somehow doing something else, and now games is kind of what they've been doing. Gosh, and like I said, I already have a bunch of channels in my head that I've pretty much feel that this is what has happened. But like I said, I don't want to be that channel that calls them out, because I don't know for sure. I mean, that's the other thing, is I'm not ever 100% sure unless I would actually know these people out in public. But it's just kind of funny because you see them do reviews, you see them, basically pushing some of these games down, and then it's really just kind of like, okay, man, you said you played this game, you're doing a review on it, you're kind of hitting all the points, but I don't see you actually playing these games or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, there's a few channels that I follow that will leave reviews on games or do a video game related video, and usually challenge videos and stuff like that. And then people are like, okay, are you actually doing this, or how's this going on? Well, that person actually started a secondary channel where they broadcast and play the games live, so people can see them, struggling for these challenges to prove that they're actually doing it. Now, do I think every channel that does a review on a video game has to do this? No. I mean, for the most part, it's hard to prove that you do these challenge videos, because, let's face it takes a lot of work. Even little videos and stuff like that with a couple edits here and there, and some other stuff that goes on, B-roll and everything like that, which my channel usually doesn't do too much of, because, let's face it, I don't have the time, I don't have the patience, and for the most part, I like my videos just to come out to be raw, sitting up here just talking like I am today. Talking as if we were just hanging out somewhere, and then talking, about this, without it being YouTube, just us hanging out. And that's the other thing that I've noticed too, is a lot of these channels are so scripted that, yeah, it's insane how some of these scripted. Like, you can tell when those channels are so badly scripted that they get up there and they basically just turn into a robot. And I'm not just talking about the general, like, it had facts off to the side and you're kind of reading like this. This game was made in 90, because believe me, I've done that. I hate that. I can't stand it. The only things that I usually are okay with doing it is if recently I did a video talking, or it might not be out yet, but it's talking about some interesting facts about a baseball player, and it was just too many numbers for me to memorize off the top of my head, so I had a little cheat sheet off to the side. But for the most part, I've talked to channels in the past that have a dedicated script for the whole video, which obviously if you're doing commentary or overlaying audio, I could see that being a little bit more. But even then, like, whenever I did, and it might just be me personally, but whenever I tried to do anything like that, I sounded so fake, to me anyways, and it was obvious that I was just reading something, you know, like some kindergarten kid, something, the dog spot runs, you know, that's basically what the commentary over audio over was. And to me, I can't do that. Just doesn't work for me, not anymore. I talked in the beginning about how fake collecting and stuff like that. Well, it was like, when I first started my channel, my goal was to become so big that I could quit my job and do YouTube as a career and become famous. La-di-da-di-da, you know how that goes with that. But obviously that didn't work out. Obviously that was a big mistake. I actually spent, besides spending a bunch of money on games and everything like that, I just kind of, it didn't happen for me. And then in the end, I ended up with a bunch of games I didn't really want. And then nowadays, I'm just working on hanging out now and just doing these videos like this, because obviously it was more of a fake video content before. And I can talk about fake collectors and fake resellers and everything that goes along with that, because I was one of them. I was a fake YouTuber in the beginning. I wasn't doing videos that I loved. I was just kind of trying to put what I thought was getting clicks, what was getting views. And it's just been different now, obviously. I kind of come on here, I just do these videos. We talk in the comments. And yeah, that's it, guys. And like I said, it's just, I mean, I will say this. I noticed some people like Mike Matei and Omega Ace Gaming, obviously the Elo brothers behind me on my little chair thing. I was pointing to the wrong side. It's because left and right on these screens is opposite. But yeah, those guys are obviously gamers. They play games all the time. They stream games all the time. And they by no means, even brag about being it. But it's just kind of, it was just a topic that came to mind tonight when I was trying to figure out what video I wanted to do. And we've been talking about it so much in the comments. Fake collectors, mostly just resellers that are claiming to be collectors, and just how fake it just seems, guys. But that's really all I got about to say today. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this subject. You don't have to call any channels out. I like I said, we don't need to do that here, but if it's up to you if you feel like that's kind of what you want to do. Otherwise, yeah, let's keep this conversation rolling in the comments. I love reading your guys' comments and I love replying. And yeah, as always, stay retro, my friends. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you guys have a great weekend and a great week and a great summer. I got more videos on the way. Obviously, I'm not pushing them out as much as I once did. I'm becoming a lot more chill with it. But yeah, that being said, guys, we'll see you in the next video. God bless.